Welcome back to this YouTube channel. If this is your first time of seeing this face on your screens, kindly subscribe, share, comment as well. On this channel we only talk about developmental issues that are of national interest, issues that are of continental interest. That's what we do on this channel. I go by the name Citizen Kwejo. I have been trying my best to answer this question, and for days now I haven't been able to get an answer to it. The question is very simple. Why is it that our various government institutions do not want to help individuals who are establishing businesses to also thrive? Rather, they are collapsing their businesses. I know it has been a problem in many African countries. Individuals go to the extent of making sure that they acquire lands, they establish a business, they start, and then they will be doing something which, if they are being supported, will help the nation grow, will help our continent grow. These people will be able to employ people into their institutions. But you see governments going to the extent of collapsing their business. And you ask yourself, government, can you employ everyone? The answer is no. I know you are going to tell me that most of these private individuals, they do not follow rules and regulations. That's why most of their businesses are to be collapsed. But I also don't want to go with that fanciful notion that collapsing the business is the right thing to do, because we can regulate whatever they also do. We can. So if a businessman begins something and you see that it is really thriving, please, government, support these people. Support them. If they are not doing the right thing, why don't you regulate them? Why don't you put them in shape rather than collapsing their businesses? Whether you like it or not, government cannot employ everyone. These private individuals, they are the ones employing majority of our unemployed graduates. So it will be wise enough if even they start a business and then they start it illegally, please, we can adjust, we can control it, we can regulate it to the extent where they will come on board. But collapsing a business and then laying off 50, 100, 200, 300 and more people to go home and sleep, I don't think this is a wise decision. So governments upon governments in our various countries who are fond of collapsing businesses should desist, because that is not the way to go. It is not the way to go. Let's regulate them. What beats my heart so much is that people who are foreigners come all the way from their various countries to our lands. They destroy everything. They establish businesses illegally. Their businesses are not collapsed. But let an individual who is an African child, an African, start a business and make just one or two mistakes, our various governments will collapse their businesses and allow their own people to go home and sleep. They'll be unemployed. I keep saying that until we realize that our continent belongs to us and we love ourselves, we won't develop. So let's love ourselves. When an individual starts something, and even the thing was illegally started, let's regulate it. Let's bring the people on board. Let's shape them. Let's not lay people off. Let's not collapse those businesses. Government institutions are collapsing private-owned businesses too much in our countries. And this has to stop. You can't do it all alone. How many people does government institutions employ? But an individual can employ more than 500, sometimes in thousands of people to work in just an organization. And instead of we to protect these people, to regulate them, we don't do it. We collapse the businesses rather. We cut them off. And the people will go home, and most of these people will come back, and then they are going to indulge in all sort of activities that is not going to help our nations. So government officials, government institutions who are supposed to regulate these various institutions and various individual companies should now wise up and know that things need to change. We can't allow foreigners come to our various countries to just start a business illegally. They'll be doing this and no one is there to question them. But you dare not start a business in Africa. You'll be sabotaged to the extent that you will lose hope. Lock your company and go home and sleep. This is pure wickedness. We need to desist from this. This mentality needs to change. We need to be generational thinkers. If that business grows and starts employing thousands upon thousands of people, won't that also bring money into our economy? Because these people are going to pay taxes. But if they don't work, how do you expect them to pay direct taxes? But if they are employed, they'll be able to pay direct taxes to generate revenue to our countries. We should stop collapsing private institutions, private businesses in our countries. Let's rather protect them. Let's rather protect them. Let's support them. Government needs to protect and support private individuals. I said even if they are doing something wrong, you do not collapse it. You rather regulate it. You put them in shape so that the people they've employed will still be working to make ends meet. So let's think about this. As Africans, let's be generational thinkers. It has been your boy Citizen Kojo. I said we will change this narrative in Africa that we can't make it. We will. We have to. Remember to like, subscribe, and then share as well. We are making a whopping 5K subscriptions by the end of this month. We can. Yes. We can change the story in Africa. It has been your boy Citizen.